something to be said about hard-nosed full contact. It's like that raw rap all the way back to boom bap. Spikes up, Ty Cobb inspired killing the corners. Heating up with recklessness, we still getting warmer. Nevertheless, nothing contest, we bring it best. Wile E. Coyote mixed with Roadrunner, full comers. Holding your title hostage, the kings we smoke others. You're either with us or against us, it doesn't matter which. Scouting your weakness, we bring the wrath when we hit. There's never been a squad as raw as trash goes can spit. You might get bashed with a stick while I'm pounding the fence. Look around, you're a fish while I'm rounding it quick. Take a look at the base and sprint off with a fist in your face. No remorse, no mercy, no force can hurt me. This couch purposely bring the pain, come try to work me. But there's a crew of dirty cats.
Well, good evening, ladies, and I use the term loosely, gentlemen. Welcome again to the greatest show on the internet, or like the 352nd greatest show on the internet.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Glue Guys program. I'm your less than gracious host, and with me is the brains of the operation, as always, to my right. God, I hate the internet. To my right, he's sitting outside with walls and shit. Mr. Marlos Hill, a.k.a. Mr. Blaze Rock. Folks, get on Spotify, get on Apple Music. Check out Blaze Rock. He's only got like 47,000 albums. You have no excuse.
Bro. For real.
I mean, they're hanging up behind him. Like, you got no excuse. None. And by the way, Mickey, funny you should say that, because I happened to finally catch, I think it just came out this week, though, the newest Ric Flair documentary on the Peacock Network. Man. Woo! It's kind of cool because they touch on his impact in pop culture, rap culture. Granted, some of the reps they use, like 3 6 Mafia, okay. Post Malone, okay. Not for rap, but all right, anyway. But, you know, Bad Bunny did a tune. He went on the Tonight Show with I think it was 3 6 Mafia. Anyway, look, Rick's out there, man. Rick ain't going nowhere. I forget who said it, but it was the best thing. Like, whenever I think of Ric Flair, I start to think, oh, George Kittle from the 49ers. I start to think, yeah, you know what? I need a Rolex. Listen, Ric Flair is, in my opinion, the best ever. Hogan's an argument, but as far as wrestling and everything, Hogan wasn't a worker. All right, Hogan was a showman. Ric Flair was a worker. Let's call it what it is. He's the greatest ever, all right? If you don't like it, learn to love it, because it's the best thing going today, same as the Glue Guys program. Check that out. Anything Ric Flair is amazing. God, man, he's a freak of nature to still be alive, the things he's doing and done. But anyway, look, welcome. Hey, show 53, the year in review, for lack of a better term. Yeah. A couple surprises tonight. We will have a special guest. I've been texting with him. We're going to bring Tenets on in roughly about 10 minutes. We're going to, and not just about gaming, we're going to talk some softball with him. We're going to get his input on some of the year in review stuff that we're talking about. Some pictures, some other stuff over the course of the year. Uh-oh.
I just hit the panel. I mean, I hit the poll, and I hate making those sounds on the show.
Yeah, but like when you get that face, I get panicked, because if it's a technical issue, I'm going to stand here and just go.
No. This is actually a very physical
Please stand
issue.
by.
I just kept thumping my mic stand.
Yeah, I got to get used to the fact camera's over here. I'm so used to it being over here that I catch myself going like this. Like, it's here now. I made some room behind me. Getting more Funkos. I had to make room for them, so I got another shelf up. Yeah. You guys are funny. If Fine was a legitimate free agent, I would absolutely let him come on. Absolutely. Actually, what am I saying? Fine's welcome anytime he wants. Who am I kidding? If Fine went, look, we put the link out. Again, I'm going to go, here we go again. Like you guys fucking have short-term memory loss. All right? The link is not for certain people. It's not for only a select few. We put it up there because it's for everybody. If Fine really wants to come on, come the hell on. I've never told him no. But yeah, you guys, you put it, what if you had so-and-so? All they got to do is put that in the browser and boom, guess where you are? You're on the effing show. Oh, you guys. It's like, what balls are we using? Like, at what point did you not write it down? I give up. I give up with you people. I keep putting some faith in your intelligence, and you consistently go beneath that. And I set the bar pretty low. Moving on, year in review, we're going to hit a couple of things tonight. A couple off, not like, best player, worst player. We, Marlis and I obviously do a ton of show prep in text messages every single day for about 16, 18 hours, bouncing ideas off each other, going around. We've cut that down and do actual work in the cages. As you see, a little injury. I got the working hands in there and I tape it up to make sure it works quicker because I can't wait another day to get back in the BP. I got to get back in there tomorrow. I get a 1 day rest and we got to go. I put the picture on Facebook to troll you guys and you, like a good fish, you bit down on the bait. So thank you for that. I am actually doing some work, and you'll see. How about that? You'll see. F around and find out? Not quite yet, but you'll see. Let's see. Fine never asked to come on the show. Fine is toning it down in 2023 and might become a free agent sooner than later. I don't know who said that, so if it wasn't McGrew, I'm not putting a lot of stock in it. Even if it was Gabe, I still wouldn't put a lot of stock in it. No offense, buddy. But that's got to come from the desk of McGrew, or that is complete falsehood. Now, granted, it could be McGrew. I don't know. I just can't tell. But let's put the official Goo Guys PR machine to work and say that. Fine commented on his own that he might be a free. Well, yeah, I guess that would be a better source than McGrew if the guy himself actually said it. So okay.
That is who said it.
Fair.
That is who said it. That
Fair.
is who said it.
No, I know. That's why I went to that comment because
okay.
I saw he cleared it up. So,
yeah.
Okay, look, folks, you coaches, be on your best behavior. You might have a worthy free agent who's going to be shopping. Look, if anybody, Fine's a Yankees fan. Do you think he didn't watch Aaron Judge's free agency tour and learn every detail of it? So you people are going to have to up your game with your pitches there if that happens. If, quote unquote, that happens. All right, he's a Yankees fan. If there's anything the Yankees know how to do, especially the players who play in New York, it's to work free agency properly. I give Aaron Judge credit for that. He worked that shit like, a veteran stripper on the pole. On the night shift, not the day shift. The night shift. All right, moving on. We got our awards, man. Now, should I point out or should I let them figure it out?
Hold on. Hold on. So, Teddits asked a question on Facebook. He said, "Let me know when you want me to join."
Yeah, just hit the link. You're going to sit in a queue. We'll bring you in. So go ahead and hit the link, and then we'll bring you in here in a minute, bud.
No, it's not a White Russian. It's actually a rum chata and cream soda.
Ooh.
Rum chata and cream soda. It's fantastic.
Well,
Very smooth.
We set in with the new right. So this year in 23 on the Glue Guys program, we will be giving you the best mixed drink and backwoods recipes for stuff.
Oh, no, there's no backwoods. No, we're sophisticated out here. What the fuck you think this is?
Listen, by accident, years ago, I mixed Remy Red with Mountain Dew. All right, Code Red. No, right? So you're like, what? That's wrong. No, I'm telling you, by complete accident, I was the guy at Circle K putting in certain amounts of each soda, right? Like a dash of Sprite, a little bit of this, a little bit of Dr. Pepper. That was what we were doing with alcohol that night. Most things failed, but I'm telling you, this Remy Red with the Code Red Mountain Dew, I'm telling you, you're missing out.
I believe
I never named it, which is probably smart.
Yeah.
So it's something to put on your list. What I was going to ask is, should we point out the wonderful graphic work that you've done this week, or should we just let them find it on their own? Oh, no. All right. Then that answers my question.
It's good.
Folks,
it's good.
In case you think we don't pay attention to the cool stuff that happens in chat and we laugh at, this picture right here is a perfect example of us taking what we think is funny and applying it. So as you can see, you can read for yourself, the banana hammock has made a return.
The upper orange third Ariana banana hammock bracket trophy.
You literally, at this point, Vince should get credit for like 90% of those. So maybe
Yes,
put
yes,
Tucson in
most
there
def,
too.
most def, most
Or
def.
Voodoo. Voodoo will be the shout out for Vince.
Right, next time we're gonna have to have it sponsored by Voodoo, straight up, without.
Yeah, we might.
Like, straight
Yeah,
up.
we
presented by, because we're
Presented
we're
by.
sophisticated around here.
Well, I have the logo laying around somewhere because
Yeah.
Vince was nice to hook up. Something I did in a previous life. We'll just put it to you that way. But yeah, the free agent, man. I don't listen. Fine. I don't know, man. You're kind of the guys you're playing with. You have a weird synergy with, man. That's all I'm saying. Just be careful. The grass isn't always greener. Just be careful. That's all You're a grown man. You figure it out. Like I said, you're a Yankees fan. You know how this game works. You're OGFA. You know. Jesus. You spent 3K on the goddamn computer and we can't get a all right.
Does that mean I need to go to my second camera too? Like
No, I
multiple
think yours is
camera
still
angles?
working.
No, mine is working. I'm just being a smartass. Like I could
Well-
totally just go to my second camera. Like
I don't know. I feel I can't 100% believe that because the dude streams every day. Ted's on FB. All right.
Yeah, but
every
the
day,
setup. Sometimes
chats
it's
up.
sometimes
his
it's
camera's
selection.
working.
Sometimes it's selection within Melon. Melon can be temperamental
Yeah,
when it
that's
comes to settings. Because I mean, shit, you be having trouble with the audio shit all the time. I don't never have any trouble, so I'm like,
Shit,
you know,
I can't
it
even
happens.
I can't even get the host thing to work. I
Mm-hmm.
call customers whatever. I email customer support like, oh, it's a pull down menu. No, you're not understanding. I never made it in to be on the pull down menu.
Right?
Uh-oh.
Some fuckery. Yeah.
Christmas porn stash.
I
figured
can't
it
hear
out.
you guys now, so now I got to figure that fucking part out. So here we
dude.
go.
Yeah, check the output.
All right.
Hope
There
he's
we
got
go.
the stream up on his phone or something here. We're gonna work through this, folks. This is the gaming portion of the show this week.
Oh, wow. Wow.
He's always roasting me
You guys
when
can
I'm
hear me,
modding,
yeah? Put
and
a finger up
yes.
if you can hear me.
We can hear you.
Okay.
Yes, we can hear you.
Why can't I fucking hear you, dude?
See, that's all bad.
Anyway, he's
Oh.
always roasting me when he's on stream,
guys
and I
keep
can't reply.
Like,
So this is karma at its finest.
That's funny.
Karma at its finest. I'm mad at him because he said he was going to play High on Life today, which is that new Rick and Morty game,
Yes.
and I hadn't seen it yet,
ah,
and he went.
yo, let me exit out of here and get back in a second.
Okay, cool. You got it.
Got it. I'm talking like, hey, you can hear us, but you're actually because you can't.
That's why.
Anyway, yeah,
gotta
that new Rick
acknowledge
and
it.
Morty game.
You're
I'm
not
excited.
acknowledging it for him. You're acknowledging it for the audience.
Thank you. This is why you're here, sir. Brains of the operation. Brains of the operation.
I don't know how I feel about that game, by the way.
I haven't
I
played
need to
it.
fire
I
it
haven't
up.
watched it, so I don't know.
Yeah, I need to fire it up.
is it
using
PC
one of
or-
these fucking platforms. Yeah, it's
Is it only
PC. It's PC and it's PC. But my understanding is you can get it from Game Pass. So if you have Game Pass, you can get it from there without having to pay extra. I actually let my Game Pass expire because I wasn't playing my Xbox at all, and most of the games that I have on my PC, I actually bought them. So Game Pass wasn't really speaking to me like I wanted it to. So let's see if
No,
he
I
hears.
got you.
I got it now.
All right.
Oh,
There we
got a
go.
winner?
There we go.
We got a winner, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How we doing,
So
boys?
yeah, I was just breaking your balls because you didn't play High on Life today, and I wanted to see what the game was like.
You know, Call of Duty just calls my name sometimes. You know,
Yeah, I know the viewer count does it. Let's be honest.
Hey.
Facebook controls my life like they do everybody else's.
Hey.
You know, if they just send a fucking check, we wouldn't hate them so much.
Not wrong. Not wrong.
I'm not on Facebook right now. Well, I am, but I really don't give
You
a shit.
are,
Why
yeah.
We got Twitch and YouTube going just in case. I
Yeah.
just came off a fucking 48-hour suspension that they turned on and went, oops, our bad. We didn't
Oh, on
realize your
Facebook?
content. Yeah.
On Facebook? Yo,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah, and then he
Well,
got me in trouble.
I'm innocent, and they proved it, you know, and they always send you the, hey, we're sorry after you've already served the suspension, so thanks, guys. Way
Yeah,
to be
you
on
know how
top
that
of
goes.
that.
Yeah.
But who am I kidding? They laid off how many people? So, you know,
That ain't how-
11,000.
That ain't. Yeah, that ain't. That
Yeah.
ain't the problem though. That is the
yeah,
problem.
really, they could add 20K back, and it wouldn't be any better. So let's start with gaming. You've been killing Warzone 2 for a while now. Obviously, I know how you feel, but our lovely audience maybe doesn't know how you feel. So Warzone 2 so far, kind of give your impressions and what you're liking and what you're not liking over there when you're playing it.
Well, Warzone 2 caters to shittier players.
Guilty.
It does, but that's part of life. I just gotta kind of adapt and deal with it, and I guess I need to be a shittier player in order to succeed. So, yeah, it's a good game, but at the end of the day, it just caters to the shitty players. So.
Oh boy, now look, already they're in chat talking shit. So who apparently beat you in the gulag yesterday? That's coming in chat and wants to brag here.
Nobody.
You had a gulag defeat yesterday. They're asking.
Oh, that one. Yeah, no, that was good. That was fun times. It was not ideal, but I raged pretty hard. I posted it everywhere, so
oh, that's why they're asking. Okay.
Yeah, no, it wasn't the best.
All right, I think you got your limiter set to a certain area where you get a certain distance away from your mic, and it rolls you off.
Let me just.
Yeah, you're really. Yeah. It's going.
You have to eat the mic, which is the exact comment. I said you could kill the guy you were trying to team with. That's what got me suspended off of Facebook. So.
Oh boy.
That's like inciting violence.
That's like me when I was like, I'll pull up.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
I'll
shoot through.
up.
I'll shoot through. That's what it was. I'll shoot through. Yeah, I thought I was being a bully. Yeah,
you have beat up on the Facebook standards, sir. Which I'm not even sure what the fuck the Facebook standards are. It's like another sanctions rule book. It supposedly exists, but I've never seen it.
Yo.
Oh, did I? Oh, I'm sorry.
I knew you could. I knew you weren't gonna let that shit live.
Come on, man. It's low hanging fruit, but I just can't stop myself. I got off pills, but the jokes I just can't stop.
There is a rule book, right? Like they do really have a rule book, or are we making up shit? I don't know.
Facebook does?
No.
No. The carnies.
Oh. Yeah, good old.
Every time.
Good old shitstorm.
Yeah, I gotta be careful because it's not like I hate everybody over there, and I am working behind the scenes with diplomatic entities to try and third party this ban and get it taken care of. So
here's my question.
Like going to the Swiss embassy here, I'm trying to get it done.
Here's my question though. Has anybody straight said hey, this is why you're suspended or banned? I mean,
other than given.
Other than classic ho shit, who
am I to judge?
Yeah,
who am I to judge what classic ho shit is, sir?
Hey, FB allows 220 bats. Dead ass. Whoever asked that,
absolutely.
I'm confirming FB allows 220s, and more importantly, they encourage you to use shaved 220s. Run it. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
so it's in the rule book. It's in the FB rule book.
Definitely a cheating haven. They probably played El Dorado Park too.
It's in my partner contract. I can use a 220.
There it is. See, told you.
Yeah.
Told you.
I like it.
Told you.
Hey, but does your contract state that you have to wear a helmet, or is it voluntary?
No, it's voluntary. Voluntary.
It'd be ideal if you wear one, but we won't be mad. We don't because we're about safety.
We know that Facebook's all about safety, so I don't want they're all about.
Oh yeah.
They got a whole department for safety, so they have to require the helmet.
John, it's actually not 160. You guys cried so much and bitched so well that I just pushed it back. And then now that I'm not going to be here, I'm not even going to try.
Hey, man. I just want to
criers won.
I just want to see how many of the dudes that were really crying about the shit. I want to see their bats. I want somebody to test their bats. So because I guarantee most of those bats are not in the general fucking vicinity of 160. However, they're all afraid. They're like, oh, yeah, I got incredible power. I hit the ball really hard. I broke that motherfucker in 10 years ago. That shit's just amazing.
They can't go. I got
motherfuckers are mad, bro.
I don't want to lose my 4 spot in the lineup if I'm not hitting 400.
I've been hitting with this Mic and Ultra for fucking 17 years. The fuck you think this is? Most of these dudes are not even close. Like legit, their bats are like 220, 240 and shit. And they're like,
Listen,
yeah, this is bullshit. How can you take my shit now?
Yeah, when I announced it, they probably already were on the dark market getting guys to repaint Easton Salvos for them to look like fucking Suncoast or something.
Fam, don't do that. Don't give them ideas now. Come on. I mean,
well, look, there's a guy in the dark market.
Bro. It's the bat.
He takes fucking the old Ultra 2s and paints them like psychos.
Yo, I remember
fucking use them with Kid Ball.
I remember a few years ago, and I'm not gonna say who, but I know a few people who had Freak 98s that were legitimately repainted Ultras, and it used to crack me up because the motherfuckers wasn't hitting the ball no way. No matter what the fuck you get, if you ain't hitting the shit, you can't hit it. It doesn't do you, bro. That's
you're
the shit
over
to be
50,
cracking
if you're over 50, you shouldn't be able to use a senior bat. Or I mean, under 50, you should not be able to use a senior bat.
Yeah, I'm good with that. You know what? I mean, listen, I'm not out yet. I'm not out yet. Now, granted, I said this to Taylor earlier on the phone. I am not afraid to drop a grenade right where I'm standing and take everybody with me. Okay. So, banning senior bats until you're 50, good luck at the other sanctions. Because I know you're not going to stay.
Nah, bro.
But that's like, boop, where's the pin?
No, I should sit there and watch it blow up, then watch it get cleaned up, then the aftermath. Yeah, like some of these dudes, they will say out loud, "Yeah, it's not the bat. You know, I don't rely on the bat. I can do what I can do." But then when you see them do it, you're like, "Yo, what happened? It's not the bat." then they're like, "Yeah, I mean, I didn't get to break this in the way I wanted to." Motherfucker, swing the goddamn bat. The pop-up dudes are the ones that are always mad about the sanctions, about their 220s, 240s, etc. Them the pop-up dudes.
Yeah, if I had 52 300s and broke this in properly, I'd be killing.
Oh yeah, you know, gotta have the right balls. Can't do it at D-bat or any shit like that. You know, you gotta have live BP. If you're not doing live BP, you're not doing it right. You know,
my BP pitcher sucked. That's why the bat doesn't work.
Oh yeah, you know, it's the weather. It's the weather. The sanction caused the weather to change. As a result, my bat couldn't go through. You know, I couldn't get it through the proper warm up or none of that. Yeah.
Yeah, you know. Let's just use stadium balls while we're at it. 600 compression stadium balls.
Man.
Thank you for correcting me, Kevin McDill. I thought they were 47 core. I'm wrong. It was actually, I had it wrong. It's 600 compression on the fucking things.
Could you imagine some of these dudes if the option for using stadiums would be available? Because they would immediately be like, "Hey, no, he's using stadiums," and then throw a stadium in themselves. I mean, I thought we could use stadiums. Yeah. Come on, dude.
Yeah, and then you know what? The minute it happens, get ready for a flood of fucking Facebook videos of, look, I put it in the back parking lot of Victory on 1 or 3. Like, I don't know. You're not cool, all right? Go hit one out of fucking the stadium at fucking Space Coast, and then we'll talk. Because that's 380 in the gap.
Yeah, with humidity. With humidity.
Then I'll be impressed. Until then, your fucking League Hero home runs at fucking Rio and Victory are fucking black.
And Cactus? Because
Cactus home runs are the best. Those feel so good. You feel so strong when you hit a bomb. You're like, yo, I just hit that 295. Felt like 400.
Right, dude. Like, and they'll stand there and be like, "No, dude, you didn't hit. You hit a 285-foot fucking pop up. Cut it out."
This asshole did it. What was it GSL Worlds? Down if you fucking hit it out BLD and you fucking pranced up to first base staring at it.
Who, me?
I wish I had the video. Taylor did it.
Oh, I have. Oh, dude.
Yo, you hit y'all.
I'm the home run king. I'm DHH at BLD.
What was that? GSL Worlds? You fucking
I went 10 for 10 that tournament.
Literally fucking Mike Tyson up the first base line, all flexing and shit, real slow.
No, I went halfway up and then walked back because I knew it was out.
Hey, look, you get the flex. You get the flex if that shit clears the actual stadium.
Oh no, I didn't clear. There's not even clear shit.
You get the flex. You got the big wood smack.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta
don't celebrate.
Yeah, you gotta flex that shit.
It was a line drive, okay.
I'm not mad. Like, you know what I'm saying? Fuck it, dude. I'm gonna tell you right now. I will always advocate pimp the fuck out of your home run. I don't give a shit if it's 301. It could be a Don Logan special. It could be 305, 300.2.
No.
I don't give a shit. Pimp that bitch, dude.
Hold on. First of all, if I hit one out, if I come back and I hit one out, You goddamn right. They're gonna fucking yell at me for holding up the game.
Yeah, pimp that shit out, bro. Pimp that shit out.
I'm gonna do the fucking. I don't know who it was in the NFL. The fake injury thing, the fake groin pull or leg pull.
Then you're gonna twerk.
I'm gonna do that shit.
Then you gonna twerk after? Because I saw that shit too.
All right, easy.
Come on now, you out here.
I'm gonna do the Greg Jennings. All right.
Pimp that shit. You gonna pimp that shit.
Oh, he's got a broken leg. I'm gonna do the Greg Jennings.
Pimp that shit, bro. Don't be afraid to command.
What do you think?
Mark, if you hit a home run, I'll let you play on stream with me for a week straight.
I don't need to play on stream with you for a week straight.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I want you to hit a home run.
That's not even a prize.
$100.
Fucking hold on. You're gonna yell at me the second day in and say I'm costing your fucking KD, and that'll be the end of that. So why are we even
$100? $100.
What's that to me? What's that chump
He said ballerific, holic shit.
What's that? I don't need your handouts,
I
buddy.
just want you to hit a
I
tank.
don't need your handouts.
I'm telling you, I'm trying to.
This guy.
Yeah, I'm trying to Lego his fucking swing into real life. Like he's always talking that shit. Like, I'm not worried about bombs. I ain't tell you to worry about bombs. I'm trying to get that bat speed up. I'm trying to get that whip up. I'm trying to get all of that force going the direction you want that ball. Once you start doing that, we gonna fuck around. Mark's gonna be pimping home runs left and right. At least one a fucking tourney. Like, yak.
I
hope it's a fucking solo.
I just shut my. You think whoa. You think I give a fuck? If it goes out, it goes out. If we had one, we don't have one. I don't give a shit at this point.
You gotta hit that. What can I say, bro? I'm just, it's just bang.
Like, you're getting way ahead of yourself, Mark.
Just start juicing.
Way ahead of yourself. I just wanted it over the fence. Whether we had a home run or not has no bearing right now.
Well, ask if they can let you hit from second base.
Solo on Ebbets. That right there. That's a wrap, bro.
Sportsman,
straight up.
The Don Logan special.
Hey, if you shut, dude, look, Nick, your first tournament back, watch. You gonna fuck around and slide, and everybody's gonna come back to the show and be like, that shit didn't happen. Watch.
Oh, you know this.
Just like when
I was there.
Just like the foul in Vegas.
Make the fence.
Just like the foul in Vegas. The foul in Vegas, you hit that motherfucker, and then nobody want to believe it. And I wouldn't have believed it if I wasn't there. So I'm just saying.
And you hit a foul home run?
Yo, he hit the shit out of it too.
I hit a foul home run.
How far foul was it? Like way right?
10 feet?
Dude.
Oh, so it barely missed?
Yeah, it was a rocket too, but it had everybody in our dugout, including fans, like
shit themselves.
The fuck? And like, and what's worse is we're still kind of milling about doing whatever. He hits this thing, and we're like, what the fuck? Everybody just froze, and he was pimping that shit all the way down the line, bro. And then by that time it went foul.
I was kind of Carlton Fisking down the line, like, come on.
He was like, come on back.
Because I ain't gonna do this again.
Now
the best part was, I look over and everybody's kind of outside the dugout. And listen, that team, you were getting your balls broken regardless of what you did.
Yes.
It was the only time all weekend everybody was quiet. Like, whoa, what did we just, like Twilight Zone type shit? Like,
it was spooky, dude.
Who was
it was
that?
spooky. It was definitely
I got
spooky.
all of that motherfucker. I was mad. I got too much of it. I was too ahead of it, is what I meant. I was too ahead of it.
Here we go.
Not I got all of it. I was too ahead.
Oh, you turned on a slow pitch. That's pretty cool.
But the problem is, and then the other problem is that I literally have to pimp that because that's the only distance thing I've done since. Everything else has been over the second baseman's head or fucking fly ball that I really got under that the fucking right fielder can't get there in time. It's,
power.
I'm waiting because the first couple at bats, those guys are going to bring the right fielder in. I'm going to fucking whoop in the gap. Fuck all he is.
We ain't worried about where they put the person. We're worried about where you put the ball. That's it.
It's all how I swing, and I'm telling you, Marlos we're deconstructing to rebuild. And I'm just shutting up and listening at this point.
Yeah, it's gonna be something. Because I'm not gonna lie. I mean, a peek behind the curtain. When I saw that picture that you posted, I was like, "Fuck." The teacher in me, just like my knuckles and shit went to.
You mean when his hands were like way down here with the loop?
Yep. So the funniest shit is like at BP the other day, I didn't do like everybody else because usually you go to hit with folks. Everybody's a fucking teacher. And you swing 3 fucking times, everybody's got some fix for every little fucking thing. I don't do that. Especially when I like Mark, I know he hasn't hit in a while or whatever. So I'm just watching. 3, 4, 5 rounds worth of just watching. I'm eyeballing. I'm like, all right, I got it. I figured out, okay, we're going to start at this only. And I told him, I was like, we're not worrying about a whole lot of everything else. We're worrying about right here up top first. First thing I tell him, I'm like, dog, so you're literally dropping that shoulder really, really bad. You're dropping the bat really, really bad. You're dropping the bat head really, really bad. And then you're trying to fix all of that before you swing. I was like, so we're going to start there. We're going to get you in a position where you have a nice tight V. We're going to get you in a position that you can use all the time, whether you're squatting or standing up or whatever, until you figure that out. We just want you to get there. That way you can get a good angle on the ball. Then we'll start working on hands. Then we'll start working on rotation. Then we'll start working on loading up. Once he starts loading, because right now, dude, we were getting good whip yesterday with bad everything else. And you know I'm not being funny. I mean, Mark, you know I'm not being funny. There are bad things throughout the position, throughout the stance, throughout the swing, etc. We weren't trying to fix everything. We were trying to fix one thing. And in that one fix, we started seeing a little more. Balls coming off a little faster, coming off a little better, and that's where it starts. And then, from there, hands, the fucking core, your feet, your hips.
Yeah, we got a list. We absolutely have a lot. Yeah. Look, we're
Mark,
going
if you're doing it right,
we're not even sure we're going to get it all on one trip. I mean, there's a lot of shit on the list.
Yeah,
if you're doing it right, Mark, then because you haven't played in a long time, if your swing's feeling right, your core at the end of BP should be hurting.
Yes.
The next day, you should be waking up like, fuck, I don't want to go to BP.
Yes. Yep. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, I mean, listen, it's not like this is new, right? At some point in my life, before I hit my hand when I was a little younger, like I did pretty well and I had a decent swing. So it's just getting back to that, adjusting to the current scenario in that, I'm not 28 anymore. My hand's a little different than it was last time I was hitting, consistently and working on it. So just some things I have to adjust, but I've really just resigned myself to just shutting the fuck up, listening to what the people I trust, not all of you motherfuckers, have to say and offer.
Good.
And I laugh because when people start to break balls, I go, I'm fixing the swing that was fucked up that I would still hit 700 and 800 with, okay? So keep your fucking opinion to yourself, all right? The numbers aren't going to change much. It's the manner, and it's for me. It's not for you, douchebag.
Plus, I want you to hit bullets. Plus, I want bullets. I want bullets because
I want to hit the ball. And
I want bullets. Nah, I don't want.
I want doubles, Mark.
I want doubles. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I need rocket ships going at motherfuckers because what I imagine up front, like you said, you can have a couple of dickheads that are gonna move in and try to bust your balls on the field. And you know me, I'm always like, yak 'em. No, fuck that Judy shit, bro. Nah. I need you to yak one on somebody one good time and it'll cut that shit out. You know what I'm saying? I just need a good yakums on one good shot. I ain't mad though. You're gonna be
all
fine.
I'm saying is, we're gonna joke around 99.9% of the time. So here's your 0.1%.
Of course.
I'm taking this fucking seriously, and I just want everybody to know, just in case one of you thought it was for you, it's not. This is completely for me, because if it was for any one of you guys, I wouldn't be doing it. All right, I feel like I never put the time in to just how I play because I was too busy running teams and worried about fucking this guy's ego and shit. When I move him to 6, he's gonna fucking have a conniption, throw a trash can, and who the fuck should pitch? And can I pitch? I never fucking worked on BP. I never worked on fucking my actual pitching. Fuck all that. I'm gonna go play, keep my mouth shut. I don't need to worry about who's batting where, who's playing where. Coach, am I in or out? Cool, I'll coach your base if I'm not playing. Like, no. My goal right now is to not need a runner.
Yes.
That's one of them. That when I hit it in the gap, I can get the second without the throw being close. That's another fucking break out the speed bands and gain me 0.2 seconds or something. The goal is to fucking be able to play 4 or 5 in a row if needed. And, wherever I end up playing, if I got to pitch that many, I'm able to do it now. I need a break, man.
Look, I'm
trying to get in better shape. So
I'm getting fat as fuck.
Yeah, but here's the thing, bro. I get the benefit of I only got to give up 5, and if I'm in a hurry, I give them a cookie, and then I get in the dugout quicker.
Yeah,
you don't have that luxury. They can drop a 20 bomb on you with no end in sight.
Wait a second. 20 bombs don't happen against me. Let's calm down.
There it is.
Hold on. You guys keep talking. I'm going to do some research just to...
Go ahead.
Research.
I've never given up 20 in an inning in my life.
I watched
should
you give up
research.
17 one time, just so you know.
That's not 20.
But
It's
got a
not
point.
20, but
That's
it's enough that I
17.
would go. Yeah, what is DTC 34?
Yeah, what the fuck is that? I was about to ask that too.
Never
Okay.
dropping 20 on Tedits. Everybody's
Okay.
Facebook users, keep your mouth shut. Who? Like, more context, please.
Yeah, I don't know who that was.
Tedits has never dropped 20. I'm making jokes here. I'll give you the other good serious side of that. We had a very short-lived attempt to try to put a C team together where Brawley and Taylor had asked me to coach. We were turning over some people, and one of the reasons I was asked to be brought in because a certain individual liked to make changes every 40 seconds. He liked to switch this and that and blah, blah, blah. So the first tournament I went out, I told everyone, I'm not making a bunch of changes. I got a lot of things to learn. I don't know these players as well. So literally first inning, I think Taylor gave up like a 3-run bomb and walked one guy. That's all that had happened so far. Guy got a single, walked a guy, and the next guy had a 3-run bomb. This guy comes over to me and goes, oh, are you going to make a change? Change what?
Yo,
I'm going to change is
I did. They tried to get me out every time they could, bro. I was like,
Who
wait,
does
turned
that,
around.
bro?
No, it was a guy on the squad who I wasn't fond of to begin with. I turned around and said, listen, you're the reason I'm here. And number two, the only change that's going to happen is you're going to be put in your car and sent home. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
If there's the one thing I do know here, it's when to pull that guy out, and it's not right now. And I got bad news. It's probably not going to be for the rest of the day. So if you're hanging your hat on that, you might as well fucking go home now.
That's
But I
wild,
had-
bro.
I'm not mentioning names, but Taylor knows exactly what I'm talking about, who I'm talking about, and why that motherfucker's not playing right now or running a team.
That's extremely
But it was
wild. and
short-lived.
unnecessary.
We had a difference of opinion in how the team should go. Some name people were trying, who fucking talk more shit about, well, I can't stay here if guys are gonna be making errors. Yet they made fucking 6 errors.
I love it.
The
I love it.
The
I
ego
love
thing
it.
drove me nuts.
I love it.
love errors.
Love
Love
it.
errors too.
Yeah, I love it. Because
But
only because no one makes errors. I mean, errors.
That's the thing
ever.
that that's the thing that
Trash
pissed me off as a
34.
pitcher. Is
Oh.
like everybody can make an error, and then why am I getting taken out? Like
You
I
walk
just got
one by- walk a
five.
batter and all
I
of a
just
sudden you
got
picked off.
5 ground balls in a row that should have been outs. We're in the
Yeah.
4th inning because of my pitching in 1 inning, and I'm getting pulled because my defense can't make a play.
That's nonsense.
That's not how
Why?
it should go.
Why am I having PTSD right now, Marlos? With what he just said.
Hey,
Why am I
hey.
getting all fired up?
Okay. On one hand, I'm like, damn. When I saw it come in, when I heard the words fly through, I was like, fuck you, fucking fuck. So we're out here right here. We're out
Fucking
in
Vegas!
We're out in Vegas. I had to get down and say, like, we're out in Vegas. We're out in Vegas. Mark
Don't let Mark
absolutely
hear you.
pitching.
Don't let him
Mar-
hear you.
Okay, Mark absolutely pitching. I mean, he was throwing a gem, right? And me over at third base, I'm like, yo, we getting ground balls and shit. We about to be back in here in a minute. It's nothing. Oh boy, it's 2 down. We are up. We're up, right? 2 down. Mark throws legitimately 5 straight easy ground ball rollovers to shortstop. The team scored 5 more runs as a result of these fucking ground balls.
It's the
Mark's over
worst
there
feeling,
having a
dude.
fucking Mark's over there having a fucking meltdown on the mound. I'm over here like, hey, bro, I don't know. Make him roll over to me. I don't know.
Yeah, dude, it's the worst, bro. It is
Mark's
so
over there ready
bad.
to throw
Wait.
his fucking whole shit.
But like I wasn't losing my mind talking. It was literally I was fighting myself to hold it in. Like, don't yell at him because he's got to feel one of these motherfuckers. But I can't
And then
help
he
it.
never
So my
did.
body,
And he
my
never did.
body motion, and my body language is like.
He-
But
he
I'm not
never
yelling
did.
at the guy. I'm just
Never
fucking like
did.
tight wound.
And he
See him over
never-
here making
he
a
never-
joke like
he never
"Let me
fielded
just
him.
load my mouth out with all these cigarettes.
And he never fielded him. No.
Never. It
Didn't
ended
happen.
up being 7 or 8 that game. We look. I've said it on the show before. We lost 20-12. There was 2 innings where I had 2 outs and no runs in both innings they scored 5 on errors to the
Yeah.
shortstop.
Yeah.
That team ended up going on to win the whole thing. We had them
Yeah.
fucking dead to rights all day, and we didn't hit.
All
And
at
we
the same
still
time.
should have fucking beat him if that dude makes half of the fucking plays. All right, let's move on.
Yeah. Yeah.
I get
Yeah, let's
upset.
move on.
Sorry.
Mark's
It's
about to
like
have a
it's
stroke.
Again.
Yeah,
That's why I was like,
fair.
oh boy.
Fair. It's my fucking
Shit.
crutch. What do you want me to tell you?
Hey, I'm not mad. I mean, that
I
was
may
that was
never
a very
pitch that well again. That's the fucking
Yeah.
problem.
yeah. That was a lot of ground balls, dude, and they were beauties too. Just yeah.
On the
I'm gonna
turf,
leave that alone myself.
2-3 hoppers, no victory fucking jumps, nothing.
Yeah. I'm gonna leave that.
What do
be.
I know? And the only reason I bring it up is
be.
because you were actually there, Marlos. Anytime I talk about something and somebody wasn't there, it's automatically deemed bullshit. But
Yeah.
you witnessed this.
Yes. Yes.
You witnessed it.
I was like, I was so unsure of what the fuck to do because I was just sitting there like, I don't know. And you were looking at
Nothing.
me and you're pissed, and I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, you don't do nothing. You just let the pitcher sulk in his sorrows for a
Take
minute.
that, bro. Like I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Wow. It's all bad. It's all bad.
Dude, I
It's all
felt like
bad.
I was on stage at karaoke and my voice went out and there's like nowhere to go. Like,
Oh shit.
there's nowhere to hide.
Oh shit.
Anyway, so speaking of pitching, let's year in review theme here. So T, you played a little bit this year. Ha ha ha. You played a little bit.
Yeah.
Who'd you see this year that you liked?
Me.
Right.
There's that.
So
Oh, actually, the good pitchers. There's so many good pitchers. If I'm gonna be serious, the one pitcher that I actually look up to that is a great pitcher that doesn't get a lot of credit. Well, I think he does, but like he gets more credit for being a jerk off than he does pitching. Is Gio?
Yeah. Yeah.
Gio is one of my favorite pitchers to watch pitch. Just because the way he gets into people's heads and just runs his mouth. That's my favorite part. But yeah, no, Gio's legit. Gio.
I think Gio's consistent, where a lot of guys say they're consistent, right? But if they get down 20, they're not chirping. All right. And even if he retired, we can still talk good about him.
Right.
Gio, if you watched Gio and didn't know the score, the way Gio talks shit, you wouldn't be able to tell if they were up 20 or down 20. There's not a lot of guys who keep that same energy, like we like to say. All right. In fact, I can't really think of one beside Gio. I've seen everybody else either lose their shit when they're getting hammered,
Or they start
ease
crying.
off when they're up.
Yep.
Gio is about the most consistent shit talker I've ever seen.
All of that agreed.
And he goes deep with it. It's not just, oh, you're ugly. Oh, your girlfriend. No.
No,
This
no.
motherfucker went on your Facebook.
Found
alright?
out that your grandpa died in 07 and said, "Hey, how's your grandpa doing?" And then throws you a pitch. And you're like, "How the fuck
You're like, what the
did you know?
fuck? Yeah,
Yeah.
like what the fuck?
How's your ex doing?"
Yeah,
oh,
next level.
shit. Heard you're
I love
single
it.
now.
I love
Boom.
it.
Yeah, no,
How'd
it
that
makes you want to hit
knitting
him,
club
but
go
then
in
he
high
plays his
school?
5-man directly behind him. That's what he does. He'll talk shit, and they'll have his 5-man play literally behind him because he knows what's coming.
Yep.
And then ground ball, out.
And then they
Out.
run it up the first base line. What a pussy. No, it's next level trolling, you dumb fuck. You're out.
Exactly.
Yeah. And that's, now I've talked about it before he's been on the show, but I say you were right there, you and Gio right there for me on your shit talking, because you're not necessarily a shit talker, but you piss more people off rolling the ball to fucking first base when you fucking break them off. I've never seen people get more mad about fucking ball. The first time I saw it, the guy was fucking cursing at himself walking back to the dugout the minute it hit his glove. And Taylor's just staring at him. He's not saying anything. Not going toward first, just holding the ball. So the dugout starts screaming out, "You gotta run, you gotta run." And Taylor knows and he's waiting. He's waiting. He's like, fuck it, I'm gonna embarrass this guy twice in one at bat. He waits. So the dude thinks he's got a shot and takes off for first and bowls the fucking thing to make it a close play. And then
Stupid.
fucking just laughing at the dude. Now he's doubly mad. The dugout's yelling at him like he had a shot to go. It created more fucking chaos on a fucking roll ball to first than I'd ever seen in my life.
That's
Ever.
what I like to do, is because back when I was psycho and I enjoyed getting hit at, I would pitch outside on purpose. So they would try and hit it at me because I don't trust my defense. I trust myself. And I would roll balls to first, so that way the next guy would get pissed and try and hit me. And
Mhm.
I've only been hit, actually, like I've been hit 3 times, but it's rare you're gonna hit me. So, well, now probably you'll hit me, but like back then, when I was younger, my reaction time was quick and I was ready to talk shit. Like, I would roll the ball to first. I'd snap you off. I would never say a word. I would just stare you down. They would talk shit. I wouldn't say anything back. Let my glove speak for itself.
Yeah, I remember I got mad one time I was there, and it was a first impression. I'm not gonna say which team it was, but it wasn't sorry, not sorry. It was all right. I'm not gonna do that. Most of them didn't know me, and the other team was fucking just going at him, and he got most of them. All right, but the 5-man wasn't helping. He was trying to move his 5-man into position. He wasn't listening. So then they start going middle because now they're pissed off. Well, his team didn't respond at all. In fact, one inning they came out and I watched 3 straight flyouts, and I lost my shit on the dugout, which I had no business to do, But I'm like, you motherfuckers claim to be this, that, and the other. Get the fuck out of here. Listen, depending on the situation, but, you got to protect your pitcher, especially the guys who have the back control.
Oh, yeah,
That's the
that
only way it's
pisses me
going to
off.
stop. That's the only way it's going to stop is if your team fucking defends you. Because if the other team says, wow, we just fucking tried to light them up and they didn't do anything, guess what's coming the fucking next inning too? And it's more prevalent with the kid stuff because, it's 3 foot, not 6. Listen, 6 foot and above, I can 90% of the time not give you a ball that's going to come back at me that I don't know where it's going. And guys claim that they can. There's 3 guys in all senior softball that can put it back at me at will. All right, everybody else has got to get the right pitch or set their feet right, and I'm telling you right now, they
Damn,
can't
bro, they're gonna come at your shit.
Hey, look, you see me over here like, oh,
There's
man,
a
you
fucking
you a wild
bounty
boy.
on Mark's head
Bro,
right now.
You a wild
Taylor,
boy.
I have a fucking bright orange helmet. It's not me saying they can't hit at me. That's good. They were coming anyway. This is
Just
nothing new.
You
Set
said
your
it, bro.
feet. Set your feet.
Yeah, set it and get ready, bro. Ain't nothing.
Yep.
Look, I got a new cup, and I got a fucking chest protector. Let's go.
It's still gonna hurt. I remember
didn't say
one
it
time
wouldn't.
at Worlds, D Worlds, I threw a pitch low and away, and this guy hit a line drive. This guy was probably like 6'5" and just absolutely sticking D-ball into the head of his penis every day after his workouts. And this guy lasered one back at my shin. It sounded like a gunshot because obviously I was wearing shin guards. It went all the way back to my catcher. It was a line drive off my shin all the way back to my catcher. My catcher threw him out at first, and I took my shin guard off, and I had a hematoma through my shin guard.
Hell
And
yeah.
that's not even a senior bat, Mark. So I'm
Yeah,
just
bro.
saying, your cup, you better get like a Nutty Buddy 2.0 or something because your balls,
Carbon fiber, baby.
you don't need them anymore, but your balls will be gone.
Yeah, I don't exactly need to start a family. No.
Nah, fuck all that.
But no, carbon fiber or some new, yeah. But listen. The guys that were going to hit at me were going to hit at me anyway. Don't think I don't realize who that is either. You can come up and shake my hand all you want. I know you two-faced motherfuckers out there going to put one up my anus. Good luck.
Man,
What?
I don't-
Arizona
I-
softball,
that's
Two-Face?
wild. That's
What?
wild. I would have never
What?
thought such a thing.
That's amazing. Who would do
said
such
this?
a thing?
Arizona softball?
Holy shit.
No.
Wow. You sure you're not talking about Arizona? Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. Reading is not fundamental for me, so I didn't know what your shirt said. And, translating that word Arizona into another word, that's too difficult.
Oh, yeah. Well, at least you got
Two-face?
the A,
Wow.
right?
Wow.
Listen, I'm just saying it. The guys who like, oh, hitting middle's wrong, and then, next game, here you go. 3 out of 4
I'm sorry.
trying to come at me.
I know we have this conversation often because you're a pitcher guy and I'm not. But, yeah, fuck that. If it's necessary or beneficial, I'm going middle. I don't give a shit. I'm not trying to hurt nobody. I'm not trying to hit the pitcher because I always think that's stupid. Like when dudes get mad and they're like, yeah, I'm fucking pissed. I'm going to hit him. For what? Because if he snaps your ass off, you're out.
That's the
If
difference.
I send that
It's
shit into the
intent.
gap, that's 2 bags easy even for my slow ass. I win. I don't want to fucking hit the guy. It's fucking dumb. I want to
Yeah.
shit on him and pimp that shit out every time I send one. I don't want to fucking hit the guy. It's dumb. Because if he fucks around and like kind of like Taylor's point, you hit him off the shins or some shit. It takes a nice careen off into one of the fielders and boom, you're out. And you did a whole bunch of nothing. I don't. That's why I say this shit. Like, yeah, I have no problem hitting middle on command. However, again, there aren't very many instances where hitting middle in its primary sense is going to be that much more beneficial than hitting any other gap in the field.
Yep, it's not.
There's
It's
never a
just
situation.
it's just to whip your dick out
Ego
and show
stroke.
it.
Yes, just straight up. Ego stroke every single time, and I never understand it. I don't want to hit the guy if it happens.
But
You
that being said, if you hit it hard enough and it's middle, odds are
get that
pitcher's not gonna react. Like there's two people that hit middle consistently that are very good, and it's like Isaiah Brown and Gage Ousley.
I took one off the stomach from him, so yes.
Yeah, those guys those are two people I don't throw outside to ever. I
Because
keep
they
them
will
inside.
send that shit back as fast as anywhere
without
else on
even,
the field.
Yeah,
Dead
exactly.
ass.
It doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Straight
Yeah,
up.
those two guys,
Straight up.
100%.
Straight up.
Yeah, I mean, but there's an intent that I think is where I get upset, and I know we've talked about it. And you say, "Look, man, it's part of the game." I necessarily don't disagree, and like I've always said, half of it's on the pitcher. If you put the pitcher in the right spot, you should know it's coming back and be ready. It's not, but there's
Absolutely.
intent. You know what I mean? There's fucking intent.
I think that's the biggest problem is you have a lot of pitchers who will throw that ball that they know 9 times out of 10 is probably coming back to them. And then when it comes back to them, they feign victimhood. They go, "Oh, why would he hit me? Why would he hit back at me? What the fuck?" And they start trying to throw bullshit. No, dude. You don't want the ball back at you. Keep that motherfucker away from places that people are going to send it back to you. And if you put it there, whether it's on accident, purpose, or not, own that shit. Set your fucking feet and field it. If it hits you, ice that shit later. But either way it goes, it's just like as a hitter, if I get a fucking cookie and I pull my head and I start leaning up and et cetera, and I pop that son bitch up, I don't get to blame the pitcher. I get to go, yeah, I'm a dickhead because I didn't do what I
No,
needed
blame
to
your
do.
bat like everybody else.
Oh, duh.
Yeah.
Bat.
What are you
Bat.
doing?
It was the bat.
You know better.
It was the bat because
Switch
it was
bats,
because
bro.
it was 240. It was a 240.
It
It was a 240.
Yeah, 'cause
if it was
I
a 220,
can't
it would
hit.
have went like 350.
Yeah,
No, it would have
I can't
dropped
hit
over the
300 with a
shortstop.
240.
Oh,
would've
dead ass. That's Judy King shit right there, bro.
All right, well,
Kingdom.
let's wrap it up with our boy here.
right.
Question. Let's I like pulling exclusives. We never do this shit, so I'm gonna do this. So are you retired or what? What are we doing this year? Do you have any clue yet? Are you holding on to the announcement? Is there anything you want to say now? Like what are we doing here for you next year?
Next year is non-existent. I tried to come back and play softball just I don't know, a month or two ago. I had a really good time. Even though we didn't do so hot, but like I had fun getting out there. But it still just reminded me of how shitty the people are in Arizona. So, if I was playing with a group of my buddies, I would consider, and I would have to say like 9 out of the 11 players are my buddies, then I would consider playing again. But it's just, not to mention driving all the way out to Mesa for 2-day tournaments. I'm not driving
that's your boy
there.
right here. That's your boy right there below me here.
Man.
I ain't
West of the
driving there.
fucking 10 ain't happening.
Nah,
Or
I
east
live
of
in
the
East
10.
I live in East LA. There ain't no shot. I'm
Yeah.
driving an hour and a half for 2 days. Now, if it's 1-day tournament, that's not terrible, but 2 days is ridiculous. Like USSSA just wants to make money. I get it, whatever, but you gotta cap that shit at 1 day and fucking don't let teams in. If you don't sign up day
Man.
one, that's your problem.
Hey, don't look
Man.
at me. I try to do my part with
Man.
seniors. Don't look at me.
I just can't stand that shit. So
I'm always bitching about that shit.
I'll probably, teeter here and there playing a tournament or two if somebody asks me to play, if it's like, at SRP or Pioneer or somewhere.
Paloma works for you.
Paloma. Yeah, Paloma.
I didn't even know what the hell that is.
It's above.
Sound like a
above
disease.
Happy Valley on Lake Pleasant. Literally, it's probably 15 minutes from your house, if not shorter than that.
Okay,
You'll
yeah,
jump on a
there
303.
and
I'm
victory.
on 303 and you're
Yeah.
there.
If it's BLD or first of all, Legacy, I just found out you have to pay for parking. What in
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
God's
Oh my
name?
god!
Oh,
Please
yeah.
don't remind
What
me
are
right
we
now.
doing?
Don't
I
remind
get
me
it,
that.
you're broke and poor, but like,
Don't
Wait,
remind me.
Taylor, well, you
Not
also know
happening.
the creditors have put a fucking lien on the place, so they're trying
Solid.
to squeeze every money dollar they can.
solid. Parking's now $27.
Yep.
They're treating it like it's a Super Bowl event over there, fucking 2 months before the actual game.
It's gonna be like airport parking. You're gonna start paying per hour.
Yeah, it's crazy because when I first time I went out there, I I really wanted to go to fuck home. First of all, because it was so fucking far. But secondly, I got out there and then it's like, yeah, you gotta go on your phone and download this app and use the app. And you
An
can't
app for
pay
what?
like cash. You can't just be like, yo, parking
have
attendant,
to
here you go.
Go on an
Yeah, you gotta
app.
use the app. You gotta use a fucking app and you go and do that shit. Yeah, it's a pain in the ass.
real quick,
Wait. Hold on. Whoever
Well,
the fuck
I'll
said,
say and then you can get to that. But
Okay.
shout out to Bob for getting a fucking dirt parking lot for free for you guys that have been playing Kid Ball Legacy. Everybody wants to talk about the fucking problems. And hey, let's give Bob a fucking shout out. You
Yeah,
guys
give him a shout out.
fucking, you kids
I love Bob.
got to park
Yeah.
for free because Bob got that shit hooked up. So
Hey, you know I'm-
everybody
look,
likes to
hold
talk
on.
shit. Let's give Bob Fuller's fucking props out here, all right?
Yo,
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I love Bob. I go on the show all the time, and I say it all the time, and I see him in person. I say the same thing because I'm not a two-faced hoe. However, what I'm gonna say is the same thing I would say to any motherfucker that's gonna listen. I don't give a shit about the dirt area having to have been a special situation because if Bob hadn't pulled that off, then all these motherfuckers would be paying, even in the dirt parking
I
lot.
know.
And
I
that
know.
shit doesn't sit right with me because number two, I like my car looking clean. I don't want to drive in a fucking dirt, man. So I'm like, on one hand, I'm like, yeah, that's free. On the other hand, I'm like, man, my shit don't look clean
$8
as
to
fuck
stay
over here in
clean.
that $8, right? I ain't
You
finna
can
pay
take
that
your
money,
car
bro.
through the
I ain't
$3
finna pay that
car
money.
wash.
Listen. I ain't finna pay that money. I'm finna be in that dirt. I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck. That $8 is principal and too fucking much money for me
You
for parking.
goddamn right.
But I gotta be
I'll
there
find a
twice.
cheaper car. I'll do the $3 car wash or some shit. I'll figure
Hey, I'm
it
not
out.
tripping. Look, I'm not tripping.
I'll
I mean,
steal somebody's hose.
legitimately. Once I saw the fact that one part was free, I was like, yeah, that's where I'm gonna park. So I'm gonna take the money that I would have used for the regular parking payment, and I'm gonna put that shit right into one of these superstar car washes, roll my shit through it, nice and clean once again, and we out of there. The only problem is I gotta go out to this bitch ass field twice, and
Well,
I'm not.
I can't help you there.
Somebody
Bob
said
can't
somebody.
get you a gas card.
Yeah, see, he said upper ball is not usually 2 days. Now D division is typically 2 days. Yeah, that's there's two reasons. Yeah, 2 reasons. I had to move the camera over there. So there's 2 reasons. One, kind of to what Taylor was getting at. So if you move to additional fields, you don't have to play 2 days because you know you got 35 teams. So you move that set of fields to 1 field, and you move the other divisions that are smaller to 1 field, and now you have a 1-day tournament. But however, it costs money to do that, and that cost eats into your profits, eats into your revenue. So therefore, you say, fuck them motherfuckers, bring them back twice. And then, so as if I were a business person, if I were running the show, yeah, I'd do a 2-day tournament in a heartbeat. Fuck it, pay your money up. That makes the field, you know what I'm saying? I'm lying, I wouldn't do that. But still, I understand why. I don't agree with it. I don't like it because I don't want to go back twice. That's nonsense.
Yeah, it's not worth it to me to play C-ball again, to have 1-day tournaments where I have to actually give a shit and, go against
God
these
forbid.
dudes that, breathe
That give a
softball and treat it like it's game 7 of the World Series. When I'm just going out there on a weekend trying to have some beers with my buds. So I'd rather play D's where I can do that and, shit on people pitching for the fun of it, and then instead of playing C's and having to deal with all that drama because we got a bunch of grown men who are crybabies in softball.
Tough guys when
All of
being
that.
held back.
It is
All of
just
that.
it is the worst. I've
Look
never
at it, hold
seen
me
a
back.
bunch of grown men cry about a recreational sport in my entire life.
Hold my beer.
They are gonna enjoy pickleball in their senior home. I'm telling you, they are gonna start wars.
All right, I know you got to get out of here. Last question. What the fuck we got to do to get you on Apex with us?
Oh, what the? Oh, God. Go ahead, Taylor. You say what you're gonna say, but this post that was just added has me like
Apex Legends. I'll play Apex.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't give a fuck about your 240, 220 question.
I'll play tomorrow.
One of these days.
I'll play tomorrow.
I'll make it happen,
there it
dog.
Will you guys play tomorrow?
3
Yeah,
o'clock?
I'll be on.
I'll stream on Twitch instead of Facebook.
There it is.
I'm in.
There it
I'm
is.
in. We'll make it happen.
3 o'clock?
That works.
I'm there.
Bet. I'm in.
Hell
There you
yeah.
go.
Brother. Enjoy dinner. Shit, I'll see you this weekend. So
There's that.
we'll be good.
Y'all take it easy. Have a wonderful,
Right
wonderful
on, brother.
night.
Always a pleasure.
Mr. Ted, it's Ted's on Facebook, folks. Go over watch a stream. I tell you every fucking week. Start listening to me, please. Thank you, brother. I appreciate your time.
Yes,
All right,
sir.
later.
So real quick.
What is this comment?
Real quick. It said.
More or less,
It
what is
said.
this?
So okay. So real quick. It said. I'm gonna put it on stream as I read it because my voice is
right.
it's fantastic. But nonetheless, I want to make sure people see that.
Voice.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I want to make sure people see it and all that, right? And our logo may be covering it, but I'll move it up. That's how much I give a fuck. Okay. Now, if it was 2 days on Saturday, you use 240 bats, and Sunday you get to use 220 bats, would you come both days just to swing your 220 bats? No, I don't give a fuck about swinging in 220.
You're
And
eliminating.
better yet, look, I live in Buckeye, bro. I live in Buckeye. I live far from Legacy.
Buckeye!
I don't give a shit about what fucking bat that I already paid for that I'm going to use once I drive an hour and a half one way and an hour and a half back home and an hour and a half one way and an hour and a half back home. I don't give a fuck what bat I use, bro.
They could let him swing a fucking senior bat in D's. It ain't
And
gonna
I
make
still
a
wouldn't give a
fucking
shit, bro.
difference.
I'd be mad. Still. I love my team, bro. I love playing and shit. It's still fun and shit, you know? And that's the only reason I do it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, how many I have to imagine that there's a lot of dudes who would really show up both days with like extra money to swing a 220. To which me personally, I'm saying that shit don't make no sense to me, bro.
Yo,
BP
that's
is
the
free,
biggest,
bro.
That's a bigger waste of
That
money
shit
than
don't-
paying for parking at Legacy. Guys, what in your mind, why do you guys in your heads have yourselves convinced that there's this
220
huge
is so much difference?
fucking difference between the 220 and the 240? Do you guys even understand what the 20 fucking PSI is? Do you
No.
even understand the difference between the 220 and the 240? No. You see a number on a fucking gauge and you
And
want
they've
to...
been-
Guys, I don't care what... Well, when I swing it at Victory, stop with your bullshit, all right? The 240s are going to take a little break in time and then be almost the same exact fucking bat as your 220. Why do you people have it in your fucking heads like they're two totally different bats?
They're
I
not.
have no...
Yeah, I agree with you.
That's what I don't understand. Like, oh, well, we can swing our 220s on Sunday. It's not that big a difference.
It
But fuck,
doesn't make a
if
lot of
you guys
sense
are
to
gonna
me.
pay an extra $100 to do it, shit.
get it.
Maybe I need
I
to
don't
start
get
my
it.
own sanction. That way I don't have to follow the rule if I'm not you, Trip.
Hey, we can do that NFG, bro. We do the NFG. We do one tournament.
We got
one
plaques,
tournament.
baby.
That's what I'm saying. We got the plaques. We make motherfuckers be like, look, you can only use 220s here.
I don't understand the stupidity, man. I don't get it.
Nah,
Anyway,
man, look, I ain't gonna lie. He's not fired up about that 220 shit. We laugh about that shit all the time.
No,
I've
I'm
probably
having
been
fun.
like, we've been joking about it behind the scenes before the announcement and all that shit. Like when they first, when the 220 stamp first came out, he and I were joking about the shit behind the scenes, and I went and got a couple. And the first thing I told him, I was like, there's really not that much difference. Like I do have, I figured it's probably Westcott, because
Westcott,
nobody
hold
else
on.
is gonna come up with that detailed
no,
a solution.
no.
Like everybody else is just like, I'm mad, I can't swing my 220. I'm leaving.
Jason, I had guys ready to blow up my fucking mailbox over 160. You think I really
Yo.
give a shit about 220, 240?
Yo, man. I don't even get it though. I don't even get it. Like what I
slashing my
don't get.
tires and shit. They don't even know what their bad test's at.
I keep seeing dudes that were really mad about the 240 stamp thing, right?
Yeah,
I
but
keep
again,
seeing
same
some
as
of
the
those
seniors,
same
they
dudes.
don't know.
No, some of them same dudes are like mad about it, but have been hitting 240s the whole time.
That's
Even their
better.
220s aren't even broken in and shit. And they're
What
like,
is that
yeah,
like?
this is
The-
bullshit. I don't
What
hate
is that
I
like
hate this.
the Pepsi Coke challenge? Like, no,
Yes.
you weren't drinking Pepsi. You were drinking Coke. Like, what
Yes,
the fuck?
it's
Come
so
on.
ridiculous, dude. So
All right,
ridiculous.
hey, listen. we've been almost an hour. I want to get to some of these fucking awards.
Yeah, run that shit up, dude.
A couple I want, some guys for our all glue guys team, right? So, I mean, I'll be honest, I'm kind of stealing it from Madden. The all Madden team was one of the funnest things every year because he didn't just pick the best guys. He got the fucking fullback who never scored. Right, he would make all Madden because he lit up a linebacker on a lead block. I like those kind of things. I've tried to think about it in softball. So, first and foremost, Glue Guys All-Star Team, first ever member of the Glue Guys, all Glue Guys team, all right? Our boy Don Logan is going to be the first member, all right, of the team. Now, I could easily turn around and use last night at BP with hitting the cup ball, and I won't. It's too recent. The reason that Don Logan will make the team is because he will be the ultimate team player, and here's how, folks. He will take that fucking backwards K so the rest of all the pressure's off. Ultimate team guy, Don Logan.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And if I put a little effort into the program, I would have had the video ready. But that was last January. Sorry, guys. When Chork got him in Winter Nationals last January, that was the K that I went. That's the ultimate team guy, willing to take a fucking strikeout. Bat never comes off his shoulder, so the rest of the team, the pressure's off. He deserves a spot. My next nominee, all right, Gabe from Sandbaggers, and every team needs the friendly face. Every team needs a guy playing catcher who's going to make friends with almost any umpire, okay? And Gabe does his job so well when he's catching that at the Carney Worlds, he had the ump missing strikes that clearly hit the mat.
Oh, boy.
That's how good a conversation he was having with the umpire, that he completely missed the ball hitting the mat and called it a ball numerous times. So you need that diplomat on your team. Granted, your pitcher's going to get a little pissed because he's not getting strikes that are actually strikes. But hey, small price to pay for good relations with the blue. So Gabe, you also make the All Glue Guys team for just being the diplomat. The Switzerland in any conflict on a softball field. Now, these awards are tough, and being the pitcher, and let's face it, I didn't play last year, so I can't give it to. Well, I could give it to myself, but then that's like playing. That would be some. But that's like shit, playing in your own tournaments. That's Carney shit. We don't do that here at the Glue Guys. I mean, people do. I'm just not one of them. No. So I got to figure out a pitcher for the Glue Guys, right? Now, look, there's guys out there who are flashy. There's guys out there who, are just students of the game and their form and everything. I'll say that about kind of Johnny Ramirez, where I just watch him and go, I can't believe he hasn't been killed yet when he throws that 6-foot U-trip, and yet he never does. So rather than hate on it, I got to give the guy credit. Like, number one, I can't do that without dying. And number two, he's getting outs. He won a World's Tournament, for Christ's sake. So Johnny's more in the all-star category traditional. That's not what the Glue Guys are all about. So for our pitcher, I'm a little biased, but I'm not the only one who saw it now. He hit the big time at the Carney Worlds, and that's my boy Matty Richter. Everybody could have kind of fought me on it until then. No one can deny what happened out there in Vegas. And he grinded his ass off. His shin was all banged up. Fucking fingernail got ripped off. He's limping out there. His knee's still not healed from the fucking less than Carney fucking sanction where he got his kneecap broken. He's still not fucking 100%. And less than Carney.
Less than Carney. Fuck.
He's just grinder, man. And he's the grinder of the team. He's the guy, if we're down 20, he's going to start yelling at guys for not trying. He's gonna go hit a single and keep going. Never gonna let anybody forget that we're trying to win a game regardless of the score. That kind of personality, that kind of drive, definitely gonna need that on a Glue Guys All-Star team. So that's an easy one for me. And yeah, maybe it is a homer pick, but I got bad news in case you haven't realized. 53 shows in, I'm half of the fucking show, buddy. I can make those kind of calls.
Wait, who said that?
If it's really that bad, Marlos will fucking call me out on it anyway. If you guys watch, you would know that.
Who said that?
I made it up.
Oh. I was looking away. I'm not gonna lie. I was looking away
boy.
to look something else,
Yeah,
and I thought somebody
not,
said it.
Not
I started scanning.
Grindr.com.
Like
No.
I had the claws out. Like, who the fuck said that shit? Like, yo, Grindr. Wow. Somebody's
All
giving
right,
their
we went
sexual
there.
proclivities to our
Woo!
show.
Yeah, we went there.
Yeah.
So those are three. Another one I want to do, because I focus on AAA guys because that's maybe what I see, but I want to give out a couple of major awards.
Okay.
Most improved player or best rookie in majors this year for me was Andy Cobb on Blue Pill. Playing in one of the toughest position at majors, which I think is shortstop. Did a real nice job when I did get to see him, and I wanted to give him a shout out there. Another major award you may not want, but I'm going to name a couple guys. Guys who had no fucking business playing AAA, regardless of whether they were trying to get swings or not. All right?
Yes.
No effing business being there. The number one, and remember, guys, it's kind of a compliment. Hopefully you'll take it that way. Dave Calvert has no business playing AAA ever. He's too good. He's too good. That's my point, okay?
I'll co-sign that.
What sucks is I'm going to say it, even though technically he can't play AAA anymore now, but fucking Mickey Czar. You got no fuck... Before you started playing with JK, you got no fucking business playing AAA. I don't care how many swings you need. Go play fucking D's and C's with the kids. That's it. But luckily, the rules now say you can't, so I'm justified in my opinion on that matter. Let's see. Who else did I see playing AAA that shouldn't have been? Fucking Johnny Ramirez. You no fucking business pitching to AAA kids. No business, buddy. And he's playing majors for him now. But no, John. No effing business. Just like you got no effing business playing against scratch golfers and taking their money on the course, too. Don't think I didn't know that about you either, you groundskeeper. I know what you do for a living.
Uh-oh.
He's a hustler. When it comes to fucking golf, he's a hustler. Westcott will fucking confirm that. Softball, maybe not, but golf, definitely. He's too good. Don't let him tell you he's a fucking 7 or 8 handicap. Don't let him tell you that, because it ain't true. Don't let him. That bitch is a scratch. He's a 1 or 0. All right, who else? Let's think. Anybody you could think of? Actually, here's a joke one. Don Logan should not be playing AAA because he should be in AA. No. Kidding.
That's
Joke.
fire. That's shots fired.
Complete comedy. It's satire. Did you have anybody for the no business AAA?
Nope.
Oh, you don't want to step on any toes, do you?
No, I don't give a fuck about toes. I just don't. I just don't, because I mean, I know that the moment we start saying that, somebody's gonna say somehow we're bumping people and whatever, and yeah.
Well, that
I mean, the
last
time we had a conversation in which we talked about fantasy bumps. I saw a couple messages that you got about it. And yeah, I'm good. I don't want to do that at all. I want you gentlemen to play in whatever division or sanction that you feel free. If you feel good about it, then I feel good about it. I'm here to support you. I am merely a supporter.
I'm going to come back to the line we steal from Friday most of the time. You want some of this, old man? No.
Now.
Oh, man. I got, I should see if I can get one of those chains, but nobody would understand what it was. It'd be too small. My grandmama gave me that chain. Yeah, I was going to do kind of prediction-wise for next year who we think might get the bump, but I almost don't want to because, again,
people think that you did it.
It's starting to wind down a little bit. I'm getting actual legit questions, nothing stupid for a couple days. If I do this, I'm just throwing that out the window. I'm asking for trouble.
Well, let's do this. Let's do this instead. One thing that I would want to comment on. So instead of saying, because I know when we go here, when we go in this direction, you're gonna have people that are gonna have a chip on their shoulder, which is fine. I mean, at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck. But I think it's a good discussion, a good conversation that we hardly ever have in a manner that seems fair. So, what do we look like at the top 5 of AAA teams next year? Number 1. That's the first part we're going to start with, right?
Okay.
The second part is, of course, me, and I'm always saying this, that there are about 5 teams that are going to eat. and then there's about 5 teams that are gonna fight, and then there's about 10 teams that are food. Okay, so we're gonna stick in the Apex Predator range, right? The 5 teams.
We are playing Apex tomorrow, so yeah.
That's
let's
true.
do that.
The 5 teams that are going to be basically the teams to beat. 5 teams.
All right. So let's go. Sandbaggers.
AAA only. I don't want to go into major yet because wow.
All
Okay,
right,
sorry. Go ahead.
Sandbaggers.
Sonoran.
Sonoran.
Sonoran's one. Yeah.
Tota Madre.
Okay.
Who's next?
Okay.
Oh man, now here's where we get
The fifth one.
So here's the 5th. So between Brew Crew, Hits is still around. Everybody forgets.
Okay. No, I haven't forgotten.
And let me qualify that. I'm not including Puro in there because we don't know what they're doing right now and they haven't played in a little while.
Okay.
So if I knew for a fact Puro was playing with the guys they had, they would be 5. But now that I don't know what they're doing, now we have kind of a logjam of
5A, 5-1, 5A, 5B type of thing.
Yeah, Team Hits.
Okay.
So it's kind of a coin flip between Hits and Brew Crew. But oh my God, nope. Let me start completely over because I just realized who I forgot. Let's try this again.
Okay.
Team Money.
Okay.
Sandbaggers.
There you go.
Tota Madre.
Okay.
Who's next?
Okay.
And then who was
the 5A, 5B. The 5A, 5B.
Yeah, but I don't need 5A, 5B because I forgot Money. So I'm trying
Cruise
to
Crew. Okay, so now we're straight 5. Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
so it should be Team Money, Sandbaggers, Tota, Sonoran,
right.
And who's next?
So I'm not necessarily, and I'm not assuming that those are in order. I'm still just saying 5 is 5.
Yeah, I'm not.
That's where I'm at.
Order.
Yeah, I'm not doing an order thing, but I'm saying it out loud in case some fool thinks otherwise. But I agree with your list. To me, those are the teams that are largely the Apex Predators. You see them on the bracket. You kind of assume they're going to get further along in the bracket. That's for me at least. That's the way I qualify this because I know a lot of people start talking about friends and this and that. Fuck all that friend shit, right? I'm saying when I look at the bracket, when you look at the bracket, you look at certain teams and you have a feeling they're going to be further along in the bracket. You have a feeling when you look at the bracket, there's certain teams that you know they're going to be going home pretty quickly. And again, we're focusing on the Apex Predators. We're focusing on the folks that are pretty much going to run the table until they get to each other, until they get in that 5s, those sets of 5 teams for the most part, and they start eating. What I would like to see though, with those 5 teams, and I love it, but I want to see some of these other teams that are in that next rung of 5, which would include, for example, Brew Crew, right?
Hits, Brew Crew, where's 5 at?
Right. There you go.
Sophisticated.
Yes.
Dubs Crew.
Yeah, well.
I'm sure I'm missing a couple, so just bear with me. Off the top of my head, those are
No, I think that's a good list, even though one of those teams is the team that I'm on, and I would even push back a little bit on that, even though I'm on the team. Because I think, it comes down to consistency. That's how you get in that 5. That's how you get in in the Apex 5 to me. In order to get in that Apex 5, you got to be somebody who's consistently placing in the top 5. You got to be somebody who's consistently on any given tournament could fuck around and win. Those are indisputable to me. I don't think anybody argues those. But ones after that, though, to me, it has to be a certain level of consistency. And like my team, Dubs Crew, we haven't showed that. No, I saw that. I saw that for him, and I think I agree. For him, it's really, really solid. My only thing is it's difficult for me to say for him jumps either of those 5 teams that we mentioned as the Apex, even though the way their team is constituted. 5. They're like right there, right? They're definitely in that next 5 that could easily jump into that 5 or easily take someone's spot. I'm a big fan of for him. I always say that, on the show, very much like I always do it. Even my own team, like I said, it's about a consistency. And once you start getting consistent, then you can start talking about being in that. Until then, you're food. For him is again one of those teams.
As far as Dubs go, I mean, we keep it real. I'll be honest with you. The thing that I like why I put you where I put you is toward the end of the year when you had your squad together, the consistent squad. You guys won a couple games maybe that people thought you shouldn't, and you took teams right down to the wire where you lose by 1 or 2. Right. Now, in saying that, your biggest issue as a team is the consistent roster and the consistent players. Exactly. You got a couple of guys now who are big parts of your 40s team that are now playing 50s, which I will add in real quick. This is the only thing I'll say about the 50s. All you established guys better watch out for Team Chael. They're going to make some fucking noise. They beat up on 40s AAA last UTIP tournament, so they're definitely going to give you 50s guys a run for your money. But some of those, you know what I mean? So now you got some guys who are kind of pulling double duty. That really hurts Dubs. Really hurts them because those guys are actually major contributors and kind of the soul of the 40s team. So if they can figure it out and you guys keep the same roster going into tournaments, I mean, sky's the limit, but if you got to keep replacing 4 or 5 guys, that's going to hurt you guys in the long run.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest issue, and that is why I wanted to push back a little bit as far as consistency, because in the word consistency, one thing that has to apply is the consistency of the players that are available. Your roster has to be consistent. It can't be, like you said, it can't be 3 or 4 guys, per tournament where you're trying to replace them or get subs and et cetera, because then you're not really being consistent. And 4 is a lot. And we've had a lot of tournaments where we've had 5 or 6 players that we're missing, and then we had pickups and this and that. So it's difficult to really gauge where you stand when you have that many subs or that many standard players missing. I think I think we picked up a couple of guys that filled some of the holes that we have. I think we have a couple of holes or a couple of places that we could stand for some improvement. I think those are the things that will help us to be consistent if we're consistent behind it. But the rest of the teams that we mentioned, I think of those teams that I think has a similar issue, where's 5 at, kind of ends up being in the same situation as us, where there's a lot of people subs crew. I love that joke. It's funny. But I think that's the difference for a lot of it really is. So I think that's the difference for a lot of those next 5 teams is how consistent they're going to be roster wise. Like for him, for example, the reason why I say, they could easily jump into that Apex 5 because they're consistent with their roster. Their roster's pretty much set. They're not doing a whole lot of changing, and they're not going to have a whole bunch of missing characters every week or something like that. And as constituted, they are a really, really good team that could put, they could put a fight up against any of the, those Apex 5 that we mentioned. Where's 5 at's kind of in the same boat in that they've got a lot of consistent players. They have a lot of instances where maybe they got certain guys don't show up, and then there's a little bit of effort type of thing that goes on. But at the beginning of the year is when you really start seeing people's interest. And so I think they're gonna, bounce back. I saw them playing a couple times in Vegas at the Carnegie World Series, and they were doing a lot. They were doing a lot of good things, a lot of things that you really want to see in a team, kind of turning the corner. So I think that's kind of dope to see so many teams that are on the cusp and not just a bunch of food. You know what I mean? Like we've had a couple of years, like even last year, because I get to say last year, right? Because I didn't get to play Winter Nationals because I had a hole in my leg still, and my leg was still really kind of weak, and so I was kind of playing like a hoe when I was playing. But haven't been able to watch, a good amount of ball. It's good to be able to say going into this next year, we have a lot of really good teams in AAA. Major is still major, and there's some teams obviously that are going to be making that move. Hopefully there's going to be a few more teams that pop up and whatnot. But I think in AAA it's going to be crazy because you have a lot of teams that could feasibly move themselves into major. But there's a lot of competition, so there's not going to be just a bunch of run through blowouts like what was kind of going on with BTO, where BTO is just like dog walking everybody left and right. I don't see that happening this year. I do see a lot of those 5 teams that we mentioned. I see a lot of those tournaments going to be between a set of them. I see a lot of that next 5 jumping in there and making some of those tournaments really competitive. And that's what we want, right? We want competition. We want higher competition so that when we go out of state, we go play Worlds, we go play, I don't know, an invitational in Cali or something in Vegas or New Mexico or whatever. We want to be able to put a good showing up and, rep Arizona properly. So I think it's going to be dope.
I definitely agree with you. I'm excited to see kind of where it ends up. To see if there's any mid-season bumps, we'll see. I won't be responsible for it, so it'll be fun to watch as a spectator.
Right.
The only thing I'll say about majors, obviously, I'm not going to do top couple teams or whatever.
That's not necessary.
What I will say is what I'm excited about going into 23 with the major division is for him, and to their credit, put a target on their back by coming out and initially just banging out Winter Worlds.
Right.
So the established major teams are probably licking their chops a little bit, looking to take a shot at the new kid in town. And the funnest thing about it is that for him wants the smoke. They are not scared or deterred in any way. They want the best out of every one of these major teams. It's what we're always crying about, like, hey, you should be about wanting to play the best and be the best, and Nugget put together a whole crew of those guys who are like, oh yeah? You're the best? All right, well, we're here to challenge that and maybe even just take the fucking mantle. So it's going to be fun to see that. And we'll get to start to see that Winter Nationals they're playing. Bandits are in. I know I got 4 major teams right now, and the Challenge Cup will make it 5 major teams. So we're going to have separate divisions again for the first time in a while. I'm waiting for a couple teams to get registered because I can't enter them until they pay for their registration for 23. I think right now as it sits, there's 11 you can see on the website, but really the number's 14, 15. So we should have a really good tournament. Probably Triple A's probably going to go 2-day. We'll see. Obviously, I'll keep you updated. I just ordered the prizes today for at least the AAA because they're going to have a good amount of teams.
Oh, shit.
If the major division explodes, I'll order more, but a very limited edition thing will be a prize at Winter Nationals.
Hold on. I'm gonna
I'm
share.
holding on.
Yeah, I'm gonna share.
I threw it in there for you to see, but we can throw it up if you want.
I mean, shit.
If
why
that's
not,
what you're
man?
doing.
Yeah, that's what I was
Okay. So all right. So instead of teasing it, I'm going to show you what it's going to be. I've been flirting with different companies and working on looking at different designs of stuff. Like I got Marlos's Challenge Cup jersey and a hoodie, as you can see. We did get a jersey made too. That obviously went to the designer, the guy underneath me right now, Mr. Marlos Hill. He has that jersey. Came out fucking awesome. So if you didn't like him, fuck you. All right, sorry, I had to get that.
Oh,
off.
wow.
I'm still not over it.
That was reckless.
I'm sorry, I'm still not over it.
You madder
see,
than me.
You see some clip art and then you get all fucking mad. Sorry.
Hey, you madder than me,
Sorry.
dude. I don't even care. I think
I
it's
know
dope.
you're over it.
I mean,
you're the one who designed it.
because again, one of the things that I pride myself on is having fairly thick skin in general. And I mean, as somebody who's been an artist for 20 plus years and shit, I don't give a fuck. Everybody ain't gonna like everything I do. Just like and obviously I learned this from music and doing music. Everybody's not gonna like every song. Even fans of me and people who follow my music, they're not gonna like every song. They're not gonna like every design. They're not gonna like every cover. They're not. I don't care. I'm putting forth what I put forth. A lot of the time, I obviously work with other people to to gauge their opinions, and this was a very different situation. In that you don't really have that level of feedback from the intended target, where your actual customer is different than your target audience, and your target audience has a whole lot of fucking a lot of say in the matter. So it is difficult. It's a very different situation. So it doesn't bother me at all. I'm still very happy with the ideas. So it ain't no
I
big
relived
thing.
it when I got it actually in the flesh.
Yeah.
I got the jersey and the hoodie. It just kind of was like reliving it. Like, wait a minute, how can you even? How can you not see the vision here? But whatever, I'm over it.
Anyway, I always go back to I look at pro sports all the time when it comes to designs, right? And obviously I work with so many different designers who are 8 billion times better than me, and I pick their brains and I pick their ideas and I study them and I study what they do or whatever. And and I've watched situations where they have a real idea and the idea fleshes out and all that, but the audience doesn't like it. And that's fine. You know what I'm saying? That's what happens. That's why it's not a big deal to me. It's not an insult to me. I don't take it personally. I just look at it as, hey, you don't like it? Cool. Somebody else will, or somebody else does, or maybe they don't. And everybody, shit. Look, we're talking softball all the time. There's not a single person who's watched this show who plays softball who hasn't struck out once, right? It's the same thing. As an artist, as a designer, fucking swing and a miss, it happens. If you have other people who like it, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing.
At the end of the day, and whoever commented there, they're not free jerseys because they were upset enough where I went, okay, get whatever you want and you guys can pay for it. Like that whole ordeal broke me in what I was trying to do, and I just said, do whatever you want. And
I think that
came down to. And listen, if they're happy with their design that they're getting, cool. They're the ones that gotta wear it. And
the message there that you're talking about.
Whatever they want.
The message there you're talking about actually says the opposite of what you just said right there. It actually says what you typically say, in that you're on this team, and that's all you should. It shouldn't be a big deal.
I agree with that, and I kind of just was like, I wanted to put out the point that, they're not free. They're paying for them. They can get whatever they want. So I don't want to go too far with it.
Yes.
I just disagree with the guys and what they had to say about the design that you came up with. I disagree
still
with
wanted
their
to-
opinion, and we'll leave it alone.
But I
I got a
still-
hoodie. I will wear it proudly. I think it looks fucking amazing. The 40s competitive and the 50s are using your design. They like it. So you know,
I only wanted
feel
to
better.
I only wanted to be correct in that, you know, one, obviously people go back and watch the show afterward. I didn't want anybody to take that incorrectly because that's not what you were saying. And, you know, and it's true though, in that, yeah, it's not that big a deal to me as a designer, as somebody who's played on all-star teams and shit like that. I don't fucking care, right? On the other hand, like you said, and like someone else said there, it's like, all right, is it really that big a deal one way or the other? And I happen to end up on the side where, nah, it's not that big. They chose to do that, and I respect it, you know, and I respect the designer that they went to. And I, you know, I know we kind of disagree. I like the design. I had a choice. Let me say that different. I had an opinion about the colorway they chose. And the opinion was only to say that I wish they would have went to the one that I saw rather than the one that was you know, eventually chosen.
Right.
Their reason for choosing it, I could argue one way or the other, right? I still think the other version that I saw was very, very fresh, and I love the fact that it played off of something Phoenix related. I also I wanted to go away from that, so you know, so that's why I said it's, you know, it's just a difference of opinion
I
opinion
think-
and nothing to it.
I hope that, you know, the one show we did about it, I explained it properly in that we conferred, we made a decision, you know, I told you kind of, I'm thinking clean, I'm thinking this, and you went off of that. It wasn't.
Right.
So at the end of the day, I can't judge what jersey they're getting because I have a personal stake and I can't look at it objectively. So
And that's why I'm here,
going to
'cause
get
I'm
aggravated.
I looked at it that way.
Yeah, I mean, if it didn't blow me away, I'm probably going to get aggravated. It doesn't even
Yeah.
matter if it's good.
Nah,
or
it's
bad.
all
But
good.
anyway,
All good.
a couple teams are using it. That's good enough for me. At the end of
Yeah.
the day, listen, if you go down there and you get smoked over 3, it don't matter what fucking jersey you had on. So just remember that, guys, when you're going down there. We'll
Yeah, at
leave
the end
it
of the
that
day,
for
that's
Challenge
really, yeah,
Cup stuff.
that is the point. That's someone in the chat also kind of made a point that I won't disagree with. But I will say that, I mean, I don't care what anybody wears. Wear whatever the fuck you want, but go out there and show out. Go out there and whoop some ass, and I'm satisfied no matter what. I don't care what you're wearing.
'Cause my point is, if a bunch of Fondies come out there on wife beaters with fucking numbers on them and blow you out of the water, it really didn't matter now, did it?
Yeah.
So
But
at the end of the day, hopefully they,
fuck it.
you know, the teams understand what's important and they get the job done, and that's all I can hope for. We're getting close now.
Fuck it.
You know, these guys got to get their final rosters into me this week. I got to hand them in a national, so you know, coaches, we're hitting the final stride here. I didn't make life easy on the 50s coach. I had some things I had to do there, so I put him in a bind. The shirt will make you look good. You're still gonna be ugly. Yeah, well, I wear a different shirt every fucking week. You ain't telling me
Not
something I don't already
you.
know.
Not
I understand. I'm saying I
you.
understand the comment is what I'm saying.
yeah.
I live it. I live the comment. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe somebody does think that. We're gonna find out real quick though. One way or the other, we're gonna get the
Yo.
answer.
All right, so let's show this shit.
so we
you want to show this
covered-
shit, or you?
Yeah. Oh, all right. I didn't, wait a minute.
It's up to you,
this is
dude.
What? Yeah. Absolutely.
All right.
I'll
so we're
pimp
showing
it,
us-
you know, because it's all
There we
about me, Marlos. It's always been about me. Don't forget that.
Now what shape?
Good callback,
is your,
right?
Shape,
That was a good
what shape
callback.
is your? What shape is the object that things are on? Is it round? Is it square?
Oblong?
Is it triangular?
Is it octagon?
Okay. See, well,
I'm having some fun.
yes.
All right, so I put the order in today for these bad boys. Glue Guys exclusive.
Bullshit, bro.
hoodies,
Wait
man.
a minute. The fuck it is, bro. You will not besmirch my Sonata. My Sonata is not
Oh
orange.
shit! Hold up.
My Sonata is not orange.
It is not
I
orange,
do
brother.
not tolerate fuckery. My car is not orange.
I would say yellow before orange.
It is in fact yellow, but
That's what I thought.
I don't,
See,
I
people
don't even
trying
know.
to twist
It's not
the
even,
truth.
and it's not even.
Trying
A,
to twist the motherfucking truth
that's what I'm
up
saying.
in here.
It's not even an orange hue, bro. There's nothing in it orange. Like the motherfucker's almost green.
No,
Like,
it
it's
is
yellow
not like
gold,
sunburn.
bro.
It is not like fucking
Nothing,
sunset.
bro. It's
That
all
shit is
yellow.
yellow.
It is yellow. It is gold.
That is McDonald's
It's
motherfucking
gold.
yellow.
Yo, somebody said that's not gold. No. Whatever device. whatever device you're using to view this this program, you might want to check the screen because my guy, that's orange. It's orange.
Yeah, your hue's all fucked up.
Nah, man.
Somebody taking a I don't know if it's a shot or a compliment at you there, buddy.
It's kind of both, probably. I don't know because I be on the move.
It wasn't
son.
me.
Yeah,
I didn't have this coming back from Vegas.
That's what I was gonna say. I was just gonna say like it wasn't me because I don't have one. But I mean, you know, I don't even think I had any orange on. Like
actually, a Glue Guys hoodie does not exist at this current time. The closest thing we have is the Challenge Cup design with the
not
colors.
to mention
This will be
like
the first
Vegas.
batch.
Yeah,
and we got the Gucci type fucking inner hood lining there with the GG logo.
hey, all pattern.
So these are gonna be the only way you're gonna be. Well, I'll tell you this now. I'm going to have a couple for sale, but only a couple. So you either got to win AAA right now, or get to me early to buy one of them, because that's the only way you're going to get one of these. Marlos and I will have our own with our own numbers and names on the back. All the other ones are going to have the 23 for, yo man, Glue Guys in 23. It's almost like a fucking statement we're going to run for some kind of office.
All facts.
Yeah. Mark's hoodie is orange. That one is yellow or poor man's gold. You better check your goddamn screen, bro. That thing is as orange as they come.
God damn, bro. Like I feel like.
What are you? Like,
are you all right?
Got a monitor. You got a dot matrix printer right next to you too. Jesus.
Like I don't know. That doesn't look.
That's orange.
That doesn't look yellow, bro.
Hold on. Let me take off my glasses. Nope, still fucking orange.
Yo, here's what I'm gonna do. Look here. How about this? Is that yellow too?
Are you changing the hue on it to fuck with them?
No. In reality, it's the lighting. In my office here, it's the lighting. So if I pull it back here, you can see that it's actually yellow and it's not.
Well,
ballooned.
you got the whole jersey, you got the whole hoodie up. So if you're doing something on camera, we don't see it.
Oh, I know that. That's not the problem. That's not the problem. I'm looking at the orange. Now here's another orange. Orange. Orange.
Do I have anything yellow?
Orange.
All right.
Orange. I don't have yellow.
I do.
Here,
Hold on.
matter of fact.
Listen, this will help you, all right? The letters on this box are fucking yellow. Let me put in a light. That's yellow, dog. Check your fucking screen.
It's all bad, bro.
Yellow.
It's all bad. It's all bad.
PR strings, high beams. I love them.
Glue Guys love Jimmy. That's why they use 23.
So yellow, orange.
Oh, wow.
Hold on. In case you need to, calibrate. Green. Can see green.
That's because FB sucks, bro. I hate to be the bearer of bad news.
Or you got a
FB
real
sucks.
shitty monitor. Yeah, I know,
Or both.
Jimmy. We use 23 because of you. Some guy named Jordan had nothing to do with it, but yeah, it's all you, Jimmy. 23.
I mean, not the fact that it's the year 2023.
That's really the reason. I'd love to have something cool, but no, it's the year, man. We're coming out hot in 23. That's why I did it for the hoodie. So those are on the way. I should have them before the tournament. I will say that if Majors comes in late and gets enough teams, I'll order you guys a set too. You just have to wait till after the tournament. Whoever wins it, get them.
Run
I
it up.
will order them. See, Facebook, it's yellow. You pube, it's orange.
Cube. Wow. That's why I said.
it
That's why I
is
said
Facebook.
FB sucks. That's why I said FB sucks.
Shocker!
That's exactly why I said FB sucks.
right.
I would recommend
Did I-
watching our program on YouTube or
Yeah, you
Twitch
should always. Yeah,
the
we gotta
best-
see how Twitch.
for the
we gotta
best,
see how the Twitch
best
feed went
resolution.
Let me go to my notes, make sure I didn't miss anything.
Yeah, we're out of here almost, huh? I think we are.
Oh, real quick, in case you don't know, we got a couple 39-year-old rookies coming up. My last order of business might be to say that those specific guys are not allowed to swing senior bats for another 2 years, but I'm working on it. The wording, I got to be right with the wording in case they take me to court.
Man, let them do.
I ain't worried about
thing,
that.
bro.
I ain't worried about
Let them
that.
do
Yeah,
swing that thing, bro.
Yeah, no. I'm not trying to die. All right. That covers everything I think I wanted to talk about. Look, Winter Nationals, you just saw the prize. I'm trying to go out big. It's the only place you're going to be able to get the Glue Guys hoodie if you're a fan of the program. If not, good, because you're probably going to hate it. But more orange and black in your life with a GG on it. Because, like I said, it's all about Mark. GG
Might flip that shit to
means
yellow.
MD.
Might flip that shit to yellow after all.
Right, we'll change up the colors. Right when they get used to the orange, we'll be like, bang, here's teal and yellow, bitches.
Yeah.
We'll go back to
The Sunday
tennis colors.
220s. Fucking them Sunday 220s, man. I'm about to start
Nice.
stealing that shit.
That's
Sunday
Westcott
220s.
coming in hot. All right.
Hey, bro, we need to do a tournament or some
Winner.
shit. That's just Sunday 220s, bro. That's
Yeah.
fucking gold.
Well, look, if we're already doing mixed co-ed, why can't we just do that? The
Yeah,
Sunday
man.
220. It
Sunday
rhymes.
220s, bro. You
I
only
like
get,
it.
you know.
Opens.
That'd be hot, bro.
We'll do
That'd be hot.
opens, no insurance.
Yeah.
Directors will drink. It'll be great.
Fuck it.
Anyway, that's enough. I gotta stop here. I'm rolling. It's not good. I'm rolling the wrong way, folks. We gave you almost 2 hours of fucking entertainment tonight. Thank you to Taylor Meditz, Tedits in your hearts, for joining us. Which also leads me to, hey, yeah, double dose of glue, guys. Tomorrow, 3:00 on Twitch. Tedits on Twitch.
Oh,
We'll be
shit,
playing
that's right.
Apex, man. It may not be good gameplay, but it's gonna be entertaining as hell when we're talking to each other. Whose fault it was? Who
Hey,
missed
long as
the
he
third
don't,
party?
long as he doesn't cause our matchmaking to be outrageous and shit.
He hasn't played since the last time we played off stream, so I think we're going to be okay there.
All right, well, you know.
Yeah, he has, his rank and everything's going to be totally down. For
I'm gonna
the
get some
season,
bodies
so.
though. I'm gonna get some bodies. That's all I'm on. I'm gonna get some bodies. That's it.
But once he gets the hang of it after a couple games, it's going to be nasty. He's going to pull
Plus,
Wraith
that
out and have some fun.
Because that motherfucker's a sniper as it is. Put that motherfucker on Vantage real quick.
Oh, no.
Oh, you got that?
Well, probably, but I mean, I'll run Rev, but I'm telling you, if he figures he gets back on Wraith, he is
Oh yeah, he's
full
nasty
charge.
with Wraith. He's
He
nasty.
just
He's nasty with
charges.
Wraith.
Sniping, he could, but he doesn't need to.
Yeah.
He's a
You
charger.
got because at the end of the day, Apex is hella about movement. You know what I'm saying? If your movement is right, you can get away with all kinds of shit.
He has that.
No, I know he does.
He has
every
the
time I play
annoying
with
how did
him.
I die to that guy movement.
Yes, exactly.
So I'm
Just
excited.
that motherfucker hacking movement.
If I play
That's just
Vantage
fucking
back,
fun.
hang back a little bit, I just watch these guys get,
I need to know who that is with the face palm.
It's somebody who doesn't like video games, and obviously you never had a Nintendo, so it's time to get back to your childhood, sir.
Wow, that was fired. You were just bucking, like boom. Okay, I ain't mad. It is what it is. But,
Yo, fire, click, reload, let's go.
okay.
The zombie's down. There's more coming.
I ain't mad.
I got zombies on the brain. COD going to get their shit together? Who knows?
I see you.
It's supposed to be coming, so I don't know.
I don't like that shit. I don't like zombies on.
Bro,
Call
I'm
of Duty.
already running entirely too much shipment. I'm not a guy who gets gold guns. So
That shit makes me
avoiding
suck my balls.
solos, I just kept playing shipment, and now all the guns I use are gold. It's like, Jesus, what do I do? And that's only because I have a shipment. So thank you. I needed shipment. And now I get to do a Christmas presents on it and shit. So, yeah, everything's gold. Gold, everything. All right, look, 2 hours, man. All
right, let's get out of here.
It was supposed to be Mike Myers, but it turned into a bed of poo. So,
Yeah, that was rough.
And only
That was
Simpsons fans will get that. By the way,
That was right.
Itchy and Scratchy should be here from Funko the next day. I'm excited. I've been excited about a Funko in a while, but I'm going to have Itchy and Scratchy behind me very soon. By the way, the Blink-182 with the private parts all pixelated out, phenomenal. Like a Funko with pixelated on it. I don't know who thought of this. It's genius. Anyway, again, I don't know if I thanked on stream yet. I might have last time. Thank you to Chur and Reggie for getting me my Puro jersey. I got it hanging behind me. I'm very proud of that. And hey, next week, I don't know. Look for the flyer. We always let you know what we're going to be doing. We'll probably have some guests. We'll do something cool for the first show of the new year. I just haven't figured out what it is yet, so hang in there. We'll let you know beforehand. Until then, we'll see you out at DBAT, whether I'm at Avondale or over off Peoria or shit. Maybe I'll take a ride out to Mesa just to mess with people. I don't know. But I'm going to be hitting most of the week. I got work to do. Until the next time, peace out.